everybody is aware that Sunday is the last day of the promotion, okay? So we are going to do something amazing so that everybody can take advantage of this awesome promotion and the company and everything that it has. I just had the opportunity also to see some of the newest stuff for the new site. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, by far, $99, it is so worth being a part of Paycations. It is so unbelievable. Some people probably will say this is just way too good to be true. Would y'all agree with me? So what I'm going to do is I really want to share today so that everybody understands the importance of anybody seeing this opportunity, because people actually pay for value. Are you with me? People get involved for the value of what it is or ever that we have to offer. If it's valuable, guess what? People will spend money on it. And I always say, make the value so big that the money is a drop in the bucket. What do I mean by that? If I said right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm selling my Mercedes-Benz for $100 down and $69.95 a month, do you think I'm going to have too many people saying, wait, let me check, let me see, let me call my boss, let me call my mother, let me call? No, people are not going to do that. They're not going to be like, okay, let me check this out, let me pray about it. They ain't going to do nothing. They're going to be like, here's the $99. We'll pray about this later. But I see what? The value of what it is that we have to offer. Everybody with me? Secondly, when you look at this business, ladies and gentlemen, it is so important that you, as the person that's involved, you're using the product. All right? You're using the product. We were just out in Club Med, and some people actually just rented a car, right? And they got a car for $13 a day. $13 a day. And the car was upgraded to not just the economy, it was up to the upper class. They had a SUV for $13, black on black, rims and everything. We couldn't even believe it was from, and it was from, what is it? Thirst, what is the 30? No, what is the Thrifty? There it is, Thrifty. All right, y'all got it. Thrifty, where they actually rented the car from. And ladies and gentlemen, do you think Karen and them put that car up on their Facebook and showed the value of Paycations? $90 for the whole entire 4 days. See, y'all know I'm telling the truth, right? So because they use the product, and right now they are what? National, international executives, because they're using the product. Are you with me? So I'm saying you may not go on a trip, right? You may not right now be in a financial position to do a 5-day all-inclusive, but I believe every last one of us can go onto our websites and start looking up these things and taking a tour. And then once you get it, I believe the excitement is just as good as if you were actually going to purchase it yourself. Are you following what I'm saying? So like when I first came in, for those that's listening, when I first got involved in this business, I wanted to make sure it worked myself. So ladies and gentlemen, can everybody go to a hotel and simply say, hey, listen, I'm looking at checking in at this hotel. I just wanted to know the rates. Do you have to go to the store, to the hotel to get the rates, ladies and gentlemen? No, you don't have to go to the place and get the rates. You can call them up on the phone. Hello, my name is Kemp Satchel, and I'm interested in staying. I want to stay on these dates. Could you tell me what the cost would be? Are you with me? Now I call right back and I say, well, what if I was a travel agent is there a different cost for that? And they give me a different price that's cheaper. Ladies and gentlemen, did it not just work? Yes or yes? Did it not just work? Absolutely, it worked all day long. So I'm sharing this because I want each and every one of us, once you get involved in any opportunity, you must use the product yourself. Yes or yes? If you're not sold on it, it's going to come through your posture. It's going to come through your what? Your communication. They can tell you don't even believe in your product. And how can you believe in your product if you've never used your product? Am I making sense? Yes or yes? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I encourage each and every one of us to today, if you have not tried it out, call up a rental car, go into those condos, check out the Platinum Club, see all of the stuff that you have, and I promise you, when Paycation gets inside of you, baby, you can't do nothing but expose how good this opportunity is. Are you with me? So with that being said, how many of you have the Platinum Club? Anybody have the Platinum Club? Everybody should have that Platinum Club if you are a part of this networking opportunity, right? Okay, good. Glad to know that. Now, watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Use it. Okay? Go get it. I think everybody in this room goes and uses, anybody that don't go to Walmart in this room, guess what? I think everybody uses Walmart, right? We all use it. So if I could go to Walmart, get me $100 gift card, and then get me 100 and get 200 points, and then take them 200 points off my next gift card is cheaper. Are you following what I'm saying? You got to use this Platinum Club. It is amazing. The trips and all of those things. Take it for a test drive. Am I making sense? That's how I got into it, because Preston, he went out there as soon as he got the Platinum Club, he went and purchased him a gift card. All right? He purchased him a gift card. So I think I'm going to give away some stuff today. Can I afford? Yeah. I'm going to give away some gift cards today, right? So what do? I could go right into my Platinum Club, send an email. You'll have that gift card today. That you could go to Walmart today, or you could go to Fridays today, or you could go to Macy's today. And guess what? How many of us like today? Right? So this is what's so important for this. If I'm doing an incentive, if I'm doing a travel party, can I give a gift card away at a travel party? Absolutely, I can give away a travel party. I can give away a gift card. All right. So just giving you some stuff, all right, to go with. If you notice this slide, it says run to national for the profit sharing pool. Run to national. Ladies and gentlemen, can everybody hit national if you truly put your mind to it? Could everybody in this room hit national if your life depended on this? Okay? Absolutely. I'm going to tell you this. The first person that has to believe it is you. What is it that I have to do to get the national? You only need 10 people. Do you need anybody to get you to national? No. You only need to share this with 10 people that becomes a part of your network. And guess what? You are national. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, is there anybody in the room that has ever experienced a profit sharing pool? Anybody ever experienced a profit sharing pool? I'm serious. I'm talking about anybody ever got any, let's just go to what a profit sharing pool is. A profit sharing pool could be any pool that a company decides on all of the products and the services that it's offering. Like, for instance, every time somebody buys one of the Platinum Clubs, right, a portion of that will go into a profit sharing pool. So, ladies and gentlemen, if there's 40,000, watch this, there's 40,000 network marketers in Paycations right now. If everybody literally went and purchased the Platinum Club, $2 from that Platinum Club went into that pool. There's over $80,000 in that profit sharing pool just on the Platinum Club. We now offer a number of services that we're now test driving. All of the diamonds are test driving, and I'm going to share that with you on today so that you can see what it looks like. See, webinars are awesome, aren't they? Because you get to see stuff firsthand. All right. So, and it's even good to have diamonds in your network because you really have the opportunity to see some stuff firsthand. Everybody is not getting this because the one thing that this company is now doing is they're allowing the diamonds to test drive it to get all of the glitches and stuff out of it, right? We are on a test launch to get all of the glitches, opposed to giving it to the whole company and there be some glitches and things of that nature. You know, the diamonds can handle it, right? If there is a glitch, we deal with it accordingly. So we'll send it into the company and say, this is something that's wrong. Let's get this right before we put it out into the field. I love that concept because I know there has been some stuff that goes out, and then when you can't do it, it just becomes a whole problem, and now you're looking bad. So the company is moving into a direction of perfection so that we get this stuff out accordingly and it is effective. All right. So I'm going to show it to you. Obviously, we cannot share it out right now, but we can sign up customers and let them see how it all works out. But this company has a bunch of what we call these are essential products that many of us use anyway, right? Many of us use anyway. Is there anybody that use cable TV, or anybody got internet TV with some provider, right? That there's a provider out there that you're spending your money with anyway. Okay, now I'm going to show you the power of where this company is going. So now, if let's just say AT&T or Fios or Verizon was partnered with us. Now, is there anybody that has ever worked for a company where that company has some benefits with other companies that gives you the opportunity where you can get a discount on that service, right? So I know one of those services is like healthcare. Anybody get healthcare off of their job, right? You got health coverage, right? Well, if you didn't get it off your job and you just got it through you, it would probably be unaffordable because it's too expensive for just you. But because it's coming through your company, you're now getting the services because I know a lot of you are actually paying for those services. Now, how many of y'all believe those services that your company is using to give you a discount, how many of y'all know they're making a profit from using that service as well? The company. And I'm really trying to help you in a business mental because you're already spending the money. So now think about the same concept, and now Paycation has its own health coverage. And now basically what happens is if you decide to get it, it's more affordable for you. Now, if it's not, you stay with what you're doing. But now if it's more affordable to you, and every networker, like you take myself, I'm working the business full time, so I don't work for any company. But do my family still need health coverage? Yes or yes? Would it make sense for me to go through my Paycations Med and use their services? I'm spending money anyway, right? Because I'm going to need the health coverage. And at the end of the day, some of that money is going into the profit sharing pool, right? Now, that profit sharing pool simply says, once you hit national, you will now be able to receive a portion of the entire company. You're not just going to get paid based on your downline, but you're now going to get paid on the entire company, And the money that we're putting in, man, I'm going to tell you, we're about to be the number one MLM in the world. I can promise you with this concept. So the money that we're spending, like I have Comcast, but now if I have Verizon, because guess what? Verizon is now partnered with Paycation's Mark Breyer. Y'all don't even understand what's about to come on. The Dallas Cowboys franchise is now a part of Paycations, and when we start talking about revenue going into a profit sharing pool, ladies and gentlemen, some of you at National are going to get checks 5, 6, 7, even if it was an extra $100. How many of you would want to see that every quarter in your check that you got a check because you hit National? And that's only having it with 10 people, all right? The services that we have are totally amazing of what's going to take place. So when you actually have all of this value backed up in one hand or one company, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think we're going to do? We're going to control the market of MLM just because of the services. Just because of the services. We have I just saw in one of the services, it's a towing company, just like AAA, just like MCA. Now I know a lot of people they use the towing through their insurance, right? You use your towing service because it comes through your insurance. Now, for me, I have MCA. Anybody ever heard of that company, MCA? It's a network marketing company that I get that MCA from. Yes, I pay $20 a month, right? I pay $20 a month for that service. But now Paycations has its own towing service for roadside assist, and you get all of this stuff, and it's only $10. So what do you think I'm going to do? I'm cutting off the MCA. I'm getting my Paycations roadside assist, and now I'm contributing to the company that we work with. Am I making sense, ladies and gentlemen? So guess what? Now the money stays in the network. Am I making sense? Hopefully you guys are getting this, because once you get the concept, you are spending money anyway. Some of you already have Verizon, Fios TV. I know you do. I know you do. So guess what? If you have it and it's cheaper because it's going through your network, doesn't it make sense to just go through Fios using your Paycation brand? Because that is really the brand that they're pushing, Paycations, so that it becomes a household name. Oh man, y'all don't even understand what's going on and why it is so important to be a national. All right. So as we're talking about this, our goal for you, and I was just sharing some of that, our goal for you is to make sure, and watch this, they have a number of services. I was just giving you an idea of what's taking place of some of the companies that have come into place. They have one for the credit. Does anybody get, what is it? The anti-theft? What is it? What is it? Oh man, what is it? Help me. What is it? We got like credit, identity theft. There it is. Anybody have identity theft or something that helps your credit? Do anybody track their credit or want to know what your credit is or identity theft? Right. Well, guess what? I have it, right? But I'm using it through my Wells and Fargo. Okay, my Wells and Fargo does that for me. All right, is Wells and Fargo sending me any profit from the money that I'm giving them? No. But now Paycations has the same similar credit card where you can get your reports and all of that stuff. Take care of that business. Now, if you don't use those services, it's okay. The beautiful thing is, ladies and gentlemen, that these are services that Paycations is now offering, and I would prefer to get it through Paycations. Why? Because I want this company to stay stable, because the company is becoming a legacy company. Are you with me? The company is becoming a legacy company. How many of you will want to see your great grandchildren be able to benefit from Paycations? Or can you even see that? Like prepaid legal. I went to one of their conventions. The man stood up on the stage and he says, I have 3 generations of family in this business. My great grandson is getting $100,000 a month from this business, or $100,000 a year. How many of us would really want to say that and know that we have a rock solid business here in Paycations? You started it, you invested in it, and watch this, ladies and gentlemen. This is when Paycations goes from where Google used to be. Anybody watch eBay, or anybody watch AOL, or you watch Microsoft? A lot of those companies weren't around when you were born, right? Anybody remember the first AOL CD that came in your mail, where they sent you the CD and it had this man running on it, right? Remember when that company, right now, it's the #2 internet business in the world. How many of you would love to be able to get profits off of that company, knowing that you were at the ground floor? Right now, you are at the ground floor of where this company is going, and you will have the opportunity to receive most of the profits. Are you with me? So as we're building, this is something that you build if you want to do it part-time, middle time, or all the time. There is an opportunity for each and every one of you that's listening under the sound of my voice today. Are you with me? All right. Now, the Run to National. We are going to have a Sunday Blitz because it is the last day. It is the last day of the $99. So what we're going to do is we are going to run a call. Everybody write this down. 2:30, 4:30, 6:30, 9:30. 4 calls on Sunday, which gives you the opportunity to get your people in front of the information. I'm going to tell you right now, Sunday is going to be crazy. Do you hear me? It is the last day. It is the last day of this great promotion. After this $99 goes away, and it's going away on Sunday, it is going, as I love that word, epic. It is going to be epic, ladies and gentlemen, of what's going to take place Sunday. And it will give you every single opportunity to make yourself a ton of money as you build your network. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share something with you. Whenever there is a blitz call that's being done, or a blitz day, do you realize it is important to build your network quickly? Do y'all realize that? You don't want to build your network one person at a time. I am recording this call right now for your listening pleasure, so that you can have a ton of people in your network and your business can take off from this day. It will take off from this day, because all of the stuff that we have just added, that we got brand new presentations, we're going to have brochures, we got a brand new store, we're going to have the hats, we're going to have the lawn signs. We have a totally brand new customer service department that's just been implemented. We have a brand new marketing company. As you can see, the logos are now coming out. You'll have pins that you're going to get awarded, like executive pin. I mean, you've seen the logo and what it looks like. All of this stuff, we are going into the next level of what corporate wants this company to go. Hopefully you are ready for it. I'm telling you, this only happens one day out of the week. Sunday will be epic. All right. So what is it that we have come up with? We're doing this call Sunday so that everybody can take advantage of your leadership. Your leadership is committed to doing these webinars, all right, all day Sunday. So all you have to do is, and we put this down, and if you want to take a picture, you can take a picture, all right? All right, now, as you can see right here, all right, I'm not understanding. Brian, you could give me a call on after the call is over. After the call is over, you can definitely give me a call, and I'll make sure I put my phone number out there. All right, part one. Send a message to 7 different people in your phone on your inbox. All right. Hello. Watch this. Your name. I hope your day has been great. Can you be one of my VIP guests this Sunday? Everybody get that? Can you be one of my VIP guests this Sunday? This Sunday, January the 31st, I have you confirmed for, and the time is, and they'll give you the 4 times that's out there. So can everybody send this text out to at least 7 to 10 people and just ask them to be your VIP guest? Again, this will be a very epic day, all right? Listen to me. There's only 100 people that can get on the webinar. Make sure that you stress that they need to be on time. So if it's at 2:30, make sure they are on there at 2 o'clock. All right. I mean, 2:15, 2:20. Because I promise you, Sunday at 2:30, watch this, right? All right. So you text it out. They say yes, they can be. They are on that call. We are going to give them the 3-day, 2-night, all right? Yeah, you're more than welcome. we are going to do, watch this. We are going to, let me lose my chain of thought. VIP this Sunday, January 1st, we are going to have this call Sunday. So now, at 2:30, 4:30, we're having another call. So now, watch this. We're going to give away the 3-day, 2 nights. If they join, we're going to upgrade it to a 8-day, 7-night. Okay. If they come in and listen, they get a 3-day. If you join, you'll get an 8-day, 7-night today because we are in the last day. Okay. That day. We will stress that on the webinars. Okay. At the end of the day, once they actually join, watch this, they will now have those vouchers. You want to send them this text. Just send them the text. If they say, I'm joining, all I want you to do right now is worry about getting your investment back. I want you to send this out to 7. So the next call, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have even more people that's trying to get on that call. I'm telling you, people are not going to be able to get on the call. Everybody, I know what this does. I know how it goes. It is so important that if you follow what we're saying here, we are going to have massive action that's going to take place, and a lot of people are going to get paid, period. All right? I'm telling you, it's the last day. People are calling with urgency. It is important. All right? So when they get on, you just send them a text. Listen, you signed up. Good job. Let's get this text out to 7 people because I want you to get your investment back today. So what's the last day? Does anybody know what the last day of payroll is? What is the last day of payroll? Anybody know? What is the last day of payroll? Anybody know? Sunday. So watch this. With this being on Sunday, Some of you gonna make $300 or $400 this week. I know you are, because you're going to follow, especially if you are brand new to this. Those that's brand new are going to probably have the best success because they're following a simple system that's going to work. Are you following what I'm saying? I'm telling you. So if I was just getting started, I would just pick up my phone right now. I would copy this text to as many people as I can. And guess what? There is an app that if you don't know, I'll be willing to give it to you. It's a secret weapon that we use that I can send out a text to 20, 30, 40, up to 50 people at one time. Somebody might already have that, okay? But send this message and don't reword it or do anything. Just send the message to the people who respond, the people who don't respond. It's okay. But once you have this app, it's a matter of, if you have an iPhone, it's one app for group text. If you have a Android, it's another one for group text, and it connects to your contacts that's already in your telephone. So it's just a matter of click, 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 send it. All right? You're going to get a bunch of responses that's going to come back to you. All right? Now, from the desktop or your laptop only, can you repeat the text? What text? I'm saying a lot of stuff. From your desktop or laptop only, no mobile devices, you will click on the link below and enter your first and last name and the initial G for guest. The second line will be your email address. So you're going to send them this information. The second part, all right? Everybody see that? The first part is up here. And then here's the second part that you want to send to them. If they agree and say yes, you want to send them this part. It's right here, Colleen. It's right here on the desk. If you're looking at it, it's saying right here. All right. I don't know. Maybe you're on the telephone. All right. If you're on the telephone, all right. For those that's listening by via the telephone, what I will do is I will post this. Okay, I will post this in the Facebook group so you will get it on Facebook. In fact, I'm going to ask Kevin, as he just posted it here, to post it in our Facebook group so that way you could just copy it and paste it. So for those that are actually on the phone, or somebody can take a picture and screenshot it, send it out to your team. I promise you, very simple, duplicatable process. Don't change anything up. Just being on the webinar, you will receive a complimentary 2-night hotel certificate. Once you watch the webinar, call me and I will confirm using the executive so that he or she can validate the certificate. Everybody got that? So I know there's some people that's on the phone. Boom. If you have an Android Note 5, swipe your phone. Okay? So everybody clear right here? Is everybody clear on what we're showing you right now on the thing? Okay. This is real simple, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, just do it. Okay. I know some people are probably already sending out the text, right? And period. This is everything. This is everything. This is going to be the people who win. All right? So, as we're coaching you through this, please, okay, Kevin just put it on the Creators of Wealth, so you can get it off of there. If you're listening via the telephone, it is just my Facebook. For all those that are new, if you're brand new and you have not joined the Creators of Wealth yet, it's could somebody type in the link for it's called Creators of Wealth, right? Creators of Wealth with a K, spelled with a K. Join the Facebook group so that way you can get all of the information. We do a lot of the training. Get yourself, get yourself acclimated. Ladies and gentlemen, while I'm there, Do everybody understand how important Facebook's um, group chat is? Is there? Can everybody? Do you really understand how important that forum is to your business? Does anybody know how important that is? It is vitally important to building you a network. All right, it's vitally important. And that's vitally important. What makes it strong is when everybody participates in the forum. Are you with me? So, for instance, when somebody is joining the business, it's important that you put them in that Creators of Wealth group so that they will be recognized, right? So that they will be recognized. So, if let's just say Coach Kevin joins, and then all of a sudden he gets all of these welcomes from not only the person that signed him up, but other people in the family. That makes a major impact on the growth of your new person. So when you see somebody join and you put them in, ladies and gentlemen, it is nothing for you to take a minute and just say, how many of you like to feel welcome to anything? How many of you have ever walked in a room and nobody spoke to you? How does that feel when you just joined something and you get no kind of recognition? How does it feel when you get recognition, when somebody acknowledges you for your participation? Somebody acknowledges you for your accomplishments. Ladies and gentlemen, I do a personal development class every single day. And they said the number one thing that people can be that's free is be appreciative to be appreciated. Be appreciative to be appreciated. When it's your day, it's your day. When it's somebody else's day, it's somebody else's day. But ladies and gentlemen, if you really want to see yourself grow, I'm telling you, learn to be appreciative and grateful to those that's coming into, because at the end of the day, we all are here to build an organization. The company has now made a global profit sharing pool that not only will you get paid off of the people in your downline, but now you're able to get paid off the wealth of the company. I can't tell you, if you truly are a servant leader following, this business becomes simple for everyone. It's a synergy that you will create in that room that makes people feel a part of. Do you know some people haven't been recognized since they graduated from high school? Haven't been recognized. Adults, 50, 40. Do you know how many people that have not been appreciated? Just in your own household, Mom, I appreciate you for cooking dinner. But then they take advantage of it. This thing is so important, and be intentional about it. Be intentional about it. I'm telling you, when you learn to be a servant leader, you can't do nothing but grow your prosperity. Are you with me? Prosperity in your heart comes in prosperity in your community. All right? So everybody got that, right? All right. Now, one of the other things that I really want to talk about as we go forward is I want to talk about what. All right, the times for those that are listening in on the phone, the times for the webinars this week on Sunday, it's Sunday, January the 31st. The times are, could somebody put that also in the Facebook, the times, and we're going to have a flyer that we're going to put up. The time is 2:30, 4:30, 6:30, and 9:30. 2:30, so everybody should be out of church by then. 4:30, you should definitely be out of church by then. 6:30 and 9:30. All right? 9:30. All right? I encourage you to make a sacrifice and that is Eastern time. Yes, thank you. Great question. That is Eastern time. All right. All right. The next thing I want to do is notice we're talking about the VIPs, right? We're about to have, anybody ever been to an event that they had VIPs there and they wore a certain VIP pass around their neck, right? And they had special privileges, right? Special privileges. So I was talking with Kevin on the phone, and I know there's a lot of things that's taking place around the globe that we can take advantage of, and we're using these VIP passes. I'm going to actually have them made up. As ours is going to be a little bit different. It's going to say Paycations on it. It's going to be a nice VIP setup that you will be able to give out VIP passes, and we're going to have a special section set up just for the VIPs. Now, in our event, I'm even going to do something like a little reception area for the VIPs, and everybody that has a VIP is going to be treated somewhat on a little higher level because they have that VIP pass, and you're going to give them this VIP pass. All right. So now once you give them the VIP pass, it's going to be one that they wear around their neck. A lot of times when you go to certain events, they have people standing outside the door. But if that person comes in with a VIP, they'll get a special privilege to go straight to the front of that door and literally come in. Now, I got to bring this to the whole entire organization, but we're going to have these VIP passes that will help you. And ladies and gentlemen, you can be creative yourself even when you're talking to your guests that you're adding these folks to come out to an event. How many of you have invited people out to the event and they didn't show up? How many of us? A lot of us. But what we're doing now is we're taking this and putting it on a whole nother level because, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. If you have people that's making 20, 30, 40, 10, 5,000 a month, do you think that's a life-changing income for a lot of people? Do you think that's life-changing for, if you were making 10,000 a month that was growing every single month, do you think, honestly, that you would, watch this, right, watch, okay. The same exact question when we look at this event, when we start to treat these events the way that they're supposed to be, you're going to see explosive growth come into your business. And when you start giving out VIP passes, that means you have to be on another level and yourself. Am I making sense, ladies and gentlemen? Like, I'm really going to get into the etiquette of this, because I know a lot of us want to be at that level, but ladies and gentlemen, you have to operate your business on a totally different level than what a lot of you may be operating it on. And when we say posture, it works. Your posture has to be so strong, it works. Like, for instance, is it possible for me to call up, let's just say Latasha, listen, if there was a way you could put $5,000 to $10,000 on your bottom line over the next 6 to 12 months, would you be interested in more information? Yes or no? You follow what I'm saying? Did you see my posture in that? I have no problem. Do you think somebody is going to say no to me? My posture. Listen to my posture and you will hear why I am able. Do you think somebody is going to doubt me if I'm making money if my posture is right? Now, if you have doubt in your heart, do you think that will be expressed through your communication? If you have any doubt in your heart, do you think that's going to be expressed when you are sharing the opportunity? Right? So do I say just go out and start talking? No, practice your posture. Looking at, How many of you practiced the dance before you went out to the club? Right? How many of you practiced the electric slide before you went out to the club? Right? You can tell those people that learned the electric slide because it was some dip in it, everything. Like you wasn't just you was practicing. Because I want to go in public and be messing up, but I can practice at home. Can I get into a mirror and be like, listen, if there was a way you could put 5 to 10 grand in your bottom line over the next 6 to 12 months, would you be interested in making 5 to 10, in hearing more information? Yes or no? And I'm not going to flinch. I'm not, because I practice it. I'm working on me every day. And in the process of the practice, the income is showing up in your bank account. So now, do I have to have that? It's there now. So guess what? Your belief system is so strong. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell you the importance of when you are signing up these new people that you get them in the flow now. You do not listen. I know you might be into travel. I know you might be into the discounts, but I don't think anybody wants another bill. I don't care how much money you make. I don't believe that anybody wants another bill. Do you hear what I'm saying? Now, how many of you have never, ever paid that $69.95? If that's you, if you've never paid it, but that one time, I want you to give me a 1. I want you to give me a 1. Give me a 1. I never paid the 1. Let's just say 2 times. I'll give you 2. Give me a 1. All right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I can promise you the people that have never paid for the monthly fee, will they ever go suspended? If they never pay them, they'll never go suspended, right? If you know you're not paying nothing, would you ever quit? No. Once you got your first check, how many of you believe your belief system went up to the next level, right? It went up to the next level, right? Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think the most important piece of this business is when you sign up a brand new person? Do you think it's to do the CTA test or to get the first paycheck? I promise you, when you get paid, your belief system will automatically go to the next level. And because of that excitement and your confidence, many of us don't have a problem doing it again and again and again and again. Yes or yes? Are you with me? So it's so important that when I sign up a person today, I don't want to just sign you up. It's important to make sure that you get paid your first check, because I don't ever want you to pay a monthly fee. I have a reputation right now, and the people that I sign up, I don't want them paying monthly fees. How do you feel about that? Because isn't that the first thing that most people talk about? They don't quit, they don't get into business because they don't want to pay the monthly fee. Are you with me? They don't want to pay the monthly fee. So the first goal is to get them out of that monthly fee. Because everybody that's not paying it, we sure feel good about it, right? And at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want you to quit what can get you free. I don't want you to quit what can get you free. I don't want you to let the resource that can get your income and not only pay that monthly fee, but it can start to begin to pay a lot of your monthly fees on other bills as well. Is there anybody paying any other bills outside of the monthly fee for Paycations? Are you able to pay maybe an electric bill? Are you able to pay a gas bill? Are you able to pay a car note, an insurance, right? Are you following what I'm saying? And the more those bills that the income starts to cover, the more you want to stay in the business and you understand the business. Does that make sense? So, with these events and things, we have to go to that next level of VIP status. All right? You can actually have some of these printed. I'm going to definitely make up one for Paycation. So I might have Madam Lynn, because she does this so well. And if somebody feels like they want to actually do it and send it to me and say you think this would be a good VIP. Is there anybody that has ever used a VIP pass or been given a VIP, maybe at a church convention or anything like that? So you might know what they look like. I am up for all kinds of ideas. This is something that we're going to use for the creators of wealth, basically. And I would love your suggestions, please. All right. Yeah, all access. Okay. So I know you have some ideas. We're going to use those too. The next thing I want to talk about again, and I'm going to just end it up here. Let's take full advantage of this Sunday, the $99 promotion push. Ladies and gentlemen, don't just put people in your business just to be putting people in your business, okay? You don't want to build a house of cards. I've seen people who've been in here for a year, and guess what? They're more conditioned to stay than a person that comes in and does it in a week, loses those people, and then they quit. Are you following what I'm saying? Have a mentality to serve the people. Let's take advantage of the partnership, because I want you to answer me a question first. How would you feel signing somebody up or doing a person's trip and charging them $1,200, and then they see me on the cruise and I'm with Paycations? Now, they used your Paycation site. I had the opportunity to be talking, and I said it only cost me $240. How would you like your customer to meet me on the same cruise you put them on for $1,200? How would you like them to meet me? How would you feel knowing you did not give them the opportunity? Are you following what I'm saying? I understand you might be about to travel, but at least give people the opportunity to travel wholesale versus retail. That's why most of you are here, because of the prices you're able to get and get paid on it. Are you with me? Period. One other thing I'm going to talk about is the, I have two things. I have two things. I am working on something right now that I'm going to go with all of the leaders. Anybody see this book here? Anybody see this book right here? I'm looking for the other one that I had. Riri actually put a book like this together for her team. I'm trying to find it, but hold on for 1 second, okay? I want y'all to see this. Book like this. It's going to be like a getting started book that I'm going to have done. So this is how it'll look. You can actually get these binders. Huh? It was over there. Right there. Oh my goodness. All right. I'll have to find it later. But she did it for her team. And it's a binder that basically, like, when you are at the event, when a person is getting started, it'll be a binder with all of like the leaders' phone numbers in it. It'll be like a getting started. It'll have some scripts in it. I'm trying to find the one. It'll have a lot of stuff in it that you can actually, when that person, it'll have their application in it. So that way, when they're getting started, you will be able to give them that. And then they'll have something tangible in their hand that I believe that will be a great idea, so that when you're at the meeting and you're talking to your guests and you show them something like this. And I went over to read Sherry Mitchell. She's on Preston's team. She did an outstanding job for her organization. And I said, I believe this would be a good idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to form the template. It's going to also have like your first 4 people. It's going to have like a little graph. You know what I mean? That I cannot believe we cannot find this thing. I want to actually show it to you. We are going to have it so it'll have a graph in it. You follow what I'm saying? So people will have something that is tangible. I know we used to do it for our team, but man, people will join just to get that and see that you have their whole plan in the book. It has the leader's phone numbers, how to do a 3-way call, a number of these things, so like you can be like, now we don't have to figure out or take for granted that the person already knows. I think probably one of the things that's frustrating, so I'm going to do it. It's very minimum. It's very cost effective. Okay, it's very cost effective. Once you get the template, it will be available on the Creators of Wealth where you can just push it, print it, and then you can go to Staples and you can actually get it. All right. So again, taking it up to another level so that a brand new person isn't just left out. Because as you become a leader and you start building down, like people in your 7th level, your 8th level, your 9th level, they don't know. So I'm going to get together with all of our diamonds and leaders and leadership group internationals as well, run it past them so that they'll, everybody account, because it's one team. But I believe it would be something that's great for everybody. Now, once we send it out, it'll be there for your using, okay? And I guarantee you we'll get a lot more participation, synergy, and it will definitely work for us, especially somebody that's brand new, that, man, you may not have time to sit down and talk with that person, but they can get started right away. So that's going to be one of my things that I'm working on. I have some other leaders that's helping me out with this so that we can get this right out to you so you can start having them. So when you have guests at your meeting, you'll have a couple of those with you, for like 5 or 10 of them with you. So when a person is saying ready to join, all you got to do is say, here's your application, fill that out. Then we'll have your, how to get started, stuff about, their, stuff. Larry is here. Larry, Larry, you're the Larry, right? That's in that team. Larry had a lot to do with that, him and Riri and their organization. And I said, give it to me. I thought it was a great idea. So I'm saying that, ladies and gentlemen, because some of you have been part of organizations that have done exceptionally well. You may have been a part of an organization or a company, like a lady gave me something that another marketing company does. Guess what? I don't have a problem with being a copycat that will allow us to be more effective. Are you following what I'm saying? And when I mean by that, I'm not egotistic. Don't think your leaders can't take ideas. Some of y'all have been in corporate America. You built sales teams and things of that nature. We want you to bring that to us so that, guess what? We can become effective. The more involved you are, the more committed you'll be. That's why I'm always trying to, my goal is, I'm not looking for leaders. I'm here to develop leaders. This organization, we're not trying to find the big fish or find that. Our goal is, all I'm looking for is somebody that's willing to be committed, somebody that's serious. You want to make $5,000 or $10,000 a month, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We can help you get there. But that's the person. And I believe every last person in this room, if you made a decision that you wanted to be one of the top producing leaders in this business, once you make that decision, it's no different than making a decision to go to school and get your MBA. I just decided to become a diamond. Am I making sense? If that's something that you see, I want to do, Kemp, I like the lifestyle. I like the freedom. I want to be at home. I'm committed. I'm willing to do my calendars. I'm willing. We got another sheet that we just put together that is also going to be in that book. So it'll say how many calls did you make, how many this. You're willing to be accountable. The moment that you're ready to be accountable, you can't lose. I'm telling you. Now, everybody don't want to be a diamond. Some people just want to make $500 extra. I was talking to you. I just want to make $500 extra a month. Well, guess what? That's our goal. Now, things might change once she gets there. But if that's what you say, guess what? We can help you get there. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to do it. You still have to do the work. Am I making sense? So I definitely want to appreciate each and every one of you for coming out on today. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? The opportunity is real. We got a lot of things that's coming out that is, state of the art. I wanted to go into it, but I didn't want to have you actually waiting, but I wanted to actually show you the new website. So the training, I'm going to cut off the video now. The training is over.